Hi everyone, and welcome to this 3 pH detailing wash video. The situation. A Porsche Panamera blue treated in July 2019 with a ceramic coating. And what we are looking at right now is the result of 2,000 kilometers of driving in snow, wind, rain, with everything you can think of on the car right now. Now, although the car is protected with a ceramic coating, at one point, dirt and contamination will start linking to the surface. And in this case, we've created the 3 pH wash that can take down all these contaminations, the ones you see and the ones you cannot. And when we start with the pre-wash, the touchless pre-wash, to prevent contact with the car while the car is dirty, we want to create 80 to 90% cleanliness with the pre-wash of Primus. Especially here in between the letters of the logo and the piano black strip that is there, it's very important to touchless clean this as much as possible. A brush does not have any absorption value. It just disperses the dirt from one place to another. Now the pre-wash will make sure that this surface is close to 80 to 90% clean before we start touching it. In this program, we are going to use Primus, the alkaline pre-wash. First, we're going to use a different dilution for the lower parts of the car where dirt is the highest. As for the back of the car, in the second phase of the 3 pH, we're going to use Purifica in the dilution of 1 to 60 for the body of the car, whilst using a foam gun. And this is the acid wash. Now, to come back to that in the further end of the video, I'll explain a little bit more about the 3 pH, what we call alkaline, acid, and neutral semper. Phase number 3 of the 3 pH is when we start mechanically washing the car with our pH neutral semper into a dilution of 1 to 1000 inside the bucket. The lower parts of the car and the back of the car have the highest amount of dirt and grime. In this case, we are going to use Primus inside a sprayer bottle with a dilution of 1 to 10 for the dirtiest parts of the car. Depending on where you are, it could also be the front, it could be the roof. It does not matter in this case. Europe said it was the side of the car and the back of the car that had the highest amount of dirt. Now, this dispersion method and this dilution, when you have no foam, the reaction time is immediate. It will take off any organic grease-like substances from the surface, as well as the dirt and the sand, immediately dissolving it, making it a rinsable solution. So we're looking at a speed. I doubled the speed to shorten it a little bit. But you can see that Fabio is spraying the surface completely. We want a nice homogenic surface. The technology inside Primus allows it to disperse over the surface very easily. A perfect example of the dirt that's already starting dissolving from the surface. Here you can see inside these logos, this is the part where the pre-wash counts the most. Immediately after the spraying of the lower and the back of the car, we use the dilution of 1 to 50 Primus for the rest of the body of the car. Primus is step 1, the pre-wash. Alkaline to take off organic residue, dirt, sand, and grease without touching the car. It is alkaline. This is what alkaline does, attacking organic dirt from the car. It has no caustic ingredients, so it will not affect the ceramic coating underneath at all. It is completely safe for every single surface, any substrate you can think of. It has the Class A VDA certification from the independent body in Germany that approves the chemicals used for the cleaning of the cars internationally. Beautiful example of what the spray in combination with the foam does to the surface. When you're using foam, try to make the most homogeneous application possible to make sure that the foam gets the right amount of time on top of the surface to lose all your dirt, all your sand, all your grease. The benefit of using a foam is that the detergent power is the same as in a hand sprayer. The only difference is the reaction time. So in the summer, a foam gun is mostly preferred. This is the right time to rinse off Primus. When we start rinsing off, we rinse off from the bottom to the top. Now look closely. Here and there I cut in the video the speed back to 50% to show you that the car is being completely clean. But as you can see on the door, there is absolutely no beading or no sheeting going on. The car's very clean, although we see no beading and sheeting. So we get back to that, why we use Purifica for step 2. Again to 200%. Remember the before, how extremely dirty the car was. And now look, just by the use of Primus alone by itself, for the back of the car, an extra hit of 1 to 10, following up with 1 to 50. Now look between the logo. Look how all that sand is disappearing. This is one of the most beautiful things you can have, that you have a pre-wash that's strong and safe, respects all surfaces and protection, but gives tremendous amount of power. The difficulty of creating a product that is both safe and powerful at the same time. Left side of the car, no difference whatsoever. Completely clean, yet no beading and no sheeting. It appears the ceramic is dead. It's not there anymore. Normal step after this would be to apply a sealant to help the ceramic bead again. But what we want to do is remove everything and give back the ceramic the cleanliness and the beading and sheeting as it had before. Visually, the car is clean, and for demonstrational purposes only, we do the tissue test. I can say we reached the 90% clean. And for some of you that are watching that will say 90% clean, that car is completely clean. Well, in the normal world, yes, but in the world of Labocosmetica, we say no. There is still a serious amount of minerals on the car. We're going to use the same sequence as with the Primus. We'll do the lower parts of the car and the back of the car with the dilution of Purifica 1 to 10 and the body of the car 1 to 60. This in the same reason we use Primus, because these parts have accumulated more minerals and contamination on the part of the car. Now, while Fabio is doing exactly the same thing as he did with Primus, I can tell you that in a normal case, when there is such a high amount of diminishing in beading and sheeting that the detailer will choose and sealant to put on top of this, because it seems that the ceramic is dead, that it's not there anymore because it's not beading and sheeting. However, we learned through our studies that there are a lot of minerals on top of the car. These minerals make sure that the water does not run its fastest way off the car down. The minerals make the water disperse and having difficulties rolling off the surface again. So this is why we created Purifica, because Purifica is an acid shampoo that does not contain any corrosive ingredients that can damage the surface. All the ingredients are there to help the ceramic take off these mineral deposits in an easy way, in a fast way that gives your longevity of your coating such a boost that you can perform with your ceramic for a tremendous amount of time, longer than any other, instead of applying a sealant. Give back the splendor of the ceramic using Purifica. Now, Fabio's taking the sample while I was talking about Purifica part for part. And when you will see the water starting to break, and in the future I'll show you exactly what I mean by that, where you can see how Purifica is working on this surface. So it seems that Purifica is adding, but it's completely the opposite. It's removing. It's removing that what you cannot see, but what it is truly there. And the only way to remove this is with an acid. So without anything added, nothing on top of the surface, just taking off, just looking at those bees roll off the surface again, is heartwarming. With this 3 pH maintenance wash, we at Labocosmetica guarantee the survival of your ceramic for the duration with the help of these products. The situation as it was before Purifica, right after Primus, and the result after Purifica. What seemed to be completely dead or not there anymore is now so alive. The situation before, the situation after. All surfaces have been demineralized and decontaminated with the help of Purifica. And while we're looking at the last before after, I would like to thank you for watching this video. Make sure to write the feedback and comments, tips, tricks, anything in the bottom. Make a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. This is Reggie, signing out. See you next time.